Good day, guys. This is Drew. I'm down at TheBool. I'm joined by Jules Valance. How you doing, mate?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Drew.
Yeah, pretty good. Just going to preview a couple of the races, just going through it. So let's get straight into it. Race 4. It is a flat race, 1,200 metres. We're on a soft 6. Track's going to play fair, as always. Maiden 2-year-olds and up. What are you liking?
Like all of the turf, blinkers go on, laid in Hamilton terribly. I think this setup is perfect for it. Aaron Purcell, I'd say, to be set for the race. That race at Hamilton, half a second inside standard time, so coming out of a fast run race, we like that. Look, he's short, he's been well found. I think he'll win, but there is a big danger in the race, and it is the one down the bottom, Bussetton and Young, called Make It Count.
Jamie Carr on board?
Absolutely. Look, it's resuming from a break, but the biggest stat of all, and it's a massive stat out there for the punters out there, that if you ever want to see these going forward, blinkers first time and gelded. We've done some stats back at work since 2016. If you're back to every horse, blinkers and gelded, blinkers first time and being gelded. Since 2016, you'd be winning 28% profit on your turnover. So it's an absolutely outstanding stat. It's the best stat for gear changes, blinkers gelded. So even if it doesn't work today, follow that throughout. Always keep it in your back pocket, punters.
Perfect, I love it. So what race do you want to go on to now? Because I've got nothing to give there, unfortunately. I'm happy to follow you in there.
That's okay, mate. Race 5, the 2-year-old, I thought that was really tricky.
Very.
We can talk about the Briley. Obviously, we're here for jumps. Let's talk about the Briley.
Great race.
It is a great race. What was do you have an opinion or?
Gold medals is a class animal, but Terrain Cup, that was not a bad run actually, so it's a decent lead in. I thought DeMello Mo's probably the one they're going to come for today. I mean, there's a bit of a spruik around. Everett's right, but once again, you're looking at the prices here. I'm not wanting to take 360. I'm not wanting to take threes for gold medals, and a bit of a ladder after last start. I can't take one at $3.90.
Yeah, it's interesting. They're all pretty tight in the market, aren't they, those three?
It'll drift out, I reckon.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the market actually decides to do. It's interesting with gold medals, as you speak of. He won the race last year. He's got to carry the penalty. Penalty's always hard, but it's worth noting in this race, 3 of the last 5 winners have carried the full penalty and been able to win the race. So I don't think the weight's going to stop him.
It's very compressed.
Absolutely. You spoke about the Terrain Cup. Very similar run to last year. Exactly, just about the same. So he's going obviously just as well. He's had the steeple score since. I've put gold medals on top, but I think it's a really tricky race.
The one thing about gold medals, the horse just jumps and jumps and jumps. It's consistent. It'll be there in the finish.
And I think it's a really good point to make, is that he is a sensational jumper. And the worry with me with Dormello is he's very good on the flat. He just worries me with some of his jumping. He can just do a couple of things wrong. That could be a concern, especially over this against really hardened jumpers.
Very completely. Moving on, probably skip race 7 unless you've got something that stands out.
That's fine.
Whatever suits you.
Race 8 is probably the flat race of the day, so probably just have a quick look at that. I mean, Guizzo, $2.75, pretty short, but our Peaky Blinders, $5. I thought Paramus Boy was probably the one they've come for, so it's not a surprise. They've plunged it this morning, and all through the week it's down to 3s.
Yeah, I tipped Paramus Boy. I thought he was the one. He's coming out of a really fast run race, call it a day, 1400. We speak about this a lot at work, is that if you're going up in distance, it's not a problem if you're coming out of a fast run race. That's what that horse done with that call it a day race at Caulfield. It's a fast run race. I think he'll run well midfield. Worth noting, there's no tempo in this race. I don't know if you did, Drew, but there's a couple. I think Dodging Bullet's got the blinkers first time. He'll roll forward. Jumbo Prince has got the blinkers back on. He'll probably roll forward, but there's just no speed. And what happens when there's no speed? Best turns of foot wins the race. And I think Paramus Boy and Guizzo, they're clearly the 2 best horses in the race. And I think they'll quinella it. I'm going Paramus Boy, but I wouldn't be surprised if Guizzo won.
And to finish off, do you want to do race 9 or race 10 to finish off the day?
Race 10 is a complete nightmare. So if you're looking at race 10 and having a bet, I'd be just waiting till the market, because the market's going to tell you exactly how these horses are going. Especially Prince of Venice for me. He's off in here. We've seen it jump out, but his form before he went for a break I thought was outstanding, winning those 2 races at Hamilton. But we just need to know what the market's going to do. I think the market's going to be the greatest guide for race 10.
I can tell you that Dicko for us has sent out Royal Boss as a mover on Saturday night, Sunday. It was 11s, now it's into 750 around. So.
Yeah, really well supported with us, and no doubt Nick O'Leary's had it ready to go. Has some pretty good figures too, so probably ready to rock and roll for this race, I would think.
Perfect. Well, thank you for joining us. It's been
Thanks,
a pleasure.
Drew. Sensational.
And have a great bull.
You too.